everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see two future Hall of Famers still playing at the top of their game. It's 40-year-old TB12 Tom Brady and the young man, 38-year-old Drew Brees.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Brady now on first down. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Breeze now on first down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. In the red zone this time. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And right side, caught Hogan. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. And now it's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Again, Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Breeze handing to Peterson on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Single receiver. Hey, kill. Here we go. Wait.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go. Kill.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Throwing now is Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Brady, and a dump off to White. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
As we well know, James White was an absolute man in the Super Bowl, but boy, his regular season wasn't bad either. Had 60 catches.
60 catches, more than Martellus Bennett, more than Chris Hogan, something that went overlooked in his arsenal. There's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And, Charles, you talk about leaders in yards per carry last year. You think, oh, maybe Zeke Elliott, Devontae Freeman, DeMarco Murray. No, it was Mike Gillislee, 5.7 per tote.
You're exactly right. That's not a name that comes to mind readily. And, of course, he didn't have nearly the number of touches as those guys. But still, a good, hard inside runner who can break a number of tackles. And he's very efficient in his running style.
And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Cooks will come in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cook. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They start the drive with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw is Breeze. And his throw is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Brady going to try and throw on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They try again with Lewis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
15 yards through the air and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to air one out. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Try to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And caught right side, Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Here's a screen to Powell. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ready. Waiting.
They'll fake to Peterson and now Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action, now it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run. This is Lewis. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Brady to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he knocks it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And able to find Green. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. On first down, Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side, it's Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 3rd down. That's Lewis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Breeze now on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Lewis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to throw here. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And down inside the 15 he goes. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Last year, Hogan tied for the NFL lead at 17.9 yards per catch. Didn't quite get that many there, but still a nice hookup.
And I don't want to overplay his lacrosse background, but it does bear some mentioning here. Those rushes that they make towards the goal, I think that equates into some of his pass patterns, too.
This is Lewis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he puts it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Breeze now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.